YouTube or indeed anywhere on the internet, it seems to be an industry that in itself is stuck in the past and it is struggling to find new recruits because of it. And I feel there's a stigma attached to it because of the whole association with steam trains. Now, I'm an engineering student, I'm interested in the whole history of engineering perspective, but other people are interested in trains. You find all sorts of people there. But the point is, you meet a mixed variety of people. And this mixed variety of people, you have a huge difference in what these people are like. And all of them are dedicated and they're hardworking and they're committed to the organisation that they volunteer for. And that's why I love volunteering, and which is why I think other people should do it as well. And that's why I'm making this video, because I think other people should volunteer. Now, I volunteer currently 2 places officially. I volunteer at the Leighton Buzzard Narrow Gauge Railway in Bedfordshire, and I've just started volunteering at the Bluebell Railway in Sussex. And from experience of both, they're all very, very similar. You have people in the machine shop, you have people that work with steam trains, you have people in back of house departments. So you have people that are sort of, cleaning the station, people, jobs that you don't see done, but they're done by committed people that have a great amount of love for the people they work with and for the railway that they work for. Other reasons why it can be really helpful is if you're young and you're looking for employment, getting up at 7 AM and lighting up a steam engine and working through till 5 in the afternoon or 7 in the evening, that shows commitment and it shows discipline, and it looks fantastic on your CV. I've had a few interviews over the last year and I've been able to talk about the railway and my experience there and how I've managed people, how I've managed situations which are stressful, and how I work well on long days, even when it's fairly physical labour. Personally, I've been able to find, work experience and jobs through this. So I've had work experience at an engineering company in Herefordshire. I also raised money while I was doing this, and that gained the railway publicity. It helped the railway, and it gave me a knowledge that has helped me in my degree, which is fantastic. Other things are, you can make friends, networking, so you meet people that can do this, that and the other. It's not just people that are interested in from engineering, all sorts of people from all sorts of walks of life. You get dentists, doctors, train drivers from the main line. You get all sorts of people and you meet such an interesting variety, and it's truly fascinating. So what do you need to get started at Heritage Railway? Well, firstly, you need membership, because the membership pays for your insurance while you're working. So the memberships are usually, depending on the railway, between £10 and £30 from what I've seen. And if you're under 18 or under 16, they'll give you discounted membership, or if you're a student, you get discounted membership, or if you're retired above the age of, I think it's 65, you get discounted membership. So it's not a lot of money for a lot of experience. You can learn so much, and it's completely down to you how much you learn and how much you do, because it's all voluntary. You're paying them to be a volunteer because you're paying for your insurance. So you can do an hour, you can do 12 hours, you can work 5 days a week for them if you want to. So it's completely flexible, but it's still fascinating the amount that you can learn from all these people. You could learn how to use a milling machine, a lathe, you could learn how to make a cup of coffee properly. There's all sorts of things. Kit-wise, what you want to get started with is you want a pair of steel boots. These are mine, I've had them for a few years. They're really tatty and they'll probably need replacing soon. But they've got the steel inlet and they're protected around the back, and they've got anti-slip soles, which is important because steam engines in particular are very wet and dusty and dirty and slippery. And you also want one of these. Roll it up, not going to unroll it. This is a boiler suit. Make sure it's got enough room in it, especially if you're a gentleman. Make sure you've got enough room in the crotch area, because otherwise they can be very uncomfortable to wear. Other things you can add to this if you want to get into doing like rostered turns: a pair of gloves, So these are actually more workshop gloves for holding something like an angle grinder or doing something on a a buffing wheel. But but they're good for everything. But you can get thick garden gloves as well, which some people use for firing. Personally, I don't. I use a rag on. You can drop it if it catches on fire, and that's fine. Other things, lighter or matches. Matches are preferable because if you've got a lighter in your pocket and something spits back at you, then it can be a bit hairy. One thing I'd really recommend is a penknife. Now this is Victorinox Huntsman Swiss Army knife, and it's got standard blade, so that you can use for cutting up your rags, cleaning the engine, and then on the back you've got a saw blade, so for cutting up wood for lighting up. This is a wind-up tool, so it never runs out of battery. You need this for checking the engine over in the morning if it's dark, and a pair of safety glasses if you're working in the machine shop, because never operate heavy machinery without a pair of safety glasses. These are, they're reinforced shooting glasses, but I use them for machine work, and they're great. One last thing, make sure you know how to make a cup of tea or coffee. So yeah, in conclusion, you can learn discipline, you can meet people, and you have this amazing opportunity to bulk out a CV and learn so much from other people and learn so much about yourself. You learn about language, you learn about how people behave, you learn about engineering perspectives and history. It's truly fascinating. These railways need people that are young and eager. In 6 years work, in 6 years of work at Heritage Railways, I've learned metal work, woodwork, cleaning, driving, firing, people skills. These are all transferable skills. Like I said, I started through my DOE, and from an engineering perspective, it's been invaluable. I would thoroughly recommend volunteering. It doesn't have to be a heritage railway. I know you might think that it's full of old farts, and in some cases it is, but those old farts know so much, and it's so interesting to talk to them, and they can teach you so much. It's fantastic, and they're giving you this information for free. It's like having an education, but you don't have to pay for it, and that's fantastic. Like I said, it doesn't have to be a heritage railway. There are people overhauling planes, there are people working in museums. You could volunteer in a charity shop, but volunteering itself is working with people that are committed to working for one thing, and that is a common cause, and I love that. Working for the common cause. If you're interested in volunteering, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a link to the 2 railways that I volunteer at down below, and yeah, have an awesome day. I hope you this video was probably a bit boring, but the point was to say that, and I'm hesitating, the point was to say that volunteering has helped me immensely. It's helped me socially, it's helped me mentally, and it's given me a huge amount of knowledge that I can apply later in life. And I am incredibly grateful to the people that I've worked with, the people that I'm going to work with, and continue to work with, that for what they've given me in terms of knowledge and opportunity. So I just want to say thank you to them. And this opportunity is not just for me, it's open to everyone. You pay £15 and you get a membership card, and you can go down and learn all this knowledge. £15. Bad. Have an awesome day.